Hi, Larry Gaines, PowerCycleTrading.com. Well, after today's wild ride, there's a lot to like about the market, especially if you're bullish to the market. So let's look at a couple things here. So first off, here's the Nasdaq 100, the S&P futures, the Russell futures, and the Dow futures. So you can see here just an explosive engulfing bar pattern here. This is a weekly engulfing pattern. So this is today. We had this big sell-off early in the morning off the Iraqis, firing off rockets, etc. But look where this thing closed. So full engulfing pattern there, very close on the S&P. So there's a lot of different trade setups that are looking good out there. So let me show you a couple that I'm following right now that look good for setups, and put these on your list for watch lists and see how they pan out. So here's the first one is on Home Depot. So we've been following Home Depot for a couple of weeks now. You can see how it sold off really hard back in November after its earnings. Came down and it's been forming this kind of consolidation phase and bumping back up into this 382 retracement where it failed a couple of times. So here's back on December it failed. The week of the 23rd failed and then couldn't get back above it at the end of the year. Now we're penetrating and pushing through it. So it's kind of chipping away. Looks like it's ready to break this 382. Next target will be 225, 50% retracement, and then 228. So this looks real good. We got a long signal here today based on our momentum indicator, cycle 1 and 2 going positive on all the time frames that we like to follow. So let me show you the other lower time frames on this. So I like to look at also the hourly time frame, 4 hour and daily. So you can see all of our momentum indicators, cycle 1 and 2 are positive. So that's giving us potential probable direction to the upside. Now there's no perfect trade, but this one looks pretty good because we've been retesting this 382. Now the trade setup that we did on this was one that if it does pull back and churns more, we can still hold with the trade, and that's what we did set up today, what we call a calendar diagonal. So sometimes this is referred to as the poor man's covered call. So what we did here, we bought a long dated 21 February $220 call, and at the same time then sold a closer in shorter dated 24 January $225 call. So got that spread set up at $4.45 debit paid, so that's your max risk, and we're targeting up here to this 225, have a nice potential profit targets there. And if it does stall, what we can do is we can, just like a covered call, we can cover back in the short dated 225 and then adjust down our long call. So that's one trade setup. Another one that looks good here you might want to look at is PayPal. PayPal looks good. It's got what we call a volatility squeeze here on the weekly, and now it's pushed through that 618. So if it can push through and keep above the 618, this has good potential for more follow through to the upside. Next target 115, a lot of option activity there, and then 120. So this is another one we're following closely. Nothing on it yet as far as any trade setup, but that's one to keep on your watch list. All right, hope this helps, and I'll talk to you on my next video update.